What's up, guys? Today's day 64 of the 100 Days of LeetCode. We're almost done. Well, 36 days. 37 including today. But yeah, let's get to it. We're doing 1646, get maximum in generated array. Excuse me. You are given an integer n. A zero-indexed integer array nums of length n plus 1 is generated in the following way. Nums 0 equals 0, nums 1 equals 1, nums 2 times I equals nums I when 2 less than or equal to 2 times I less than or equal to n. Nums 2 times I plus 1 equals nums I plus 1 when 2 less than or equal to 2 times I plus 1 less than or equal to n. Okay, so basically what that's saying is the 0th index is going to be 0, the first index is going to be 1. Now, if the index is an even number, it's just going to be the same as, obviously, an even number with the exception of 0, excuse me. It's going to be the same as the number with an index that's half of the index. Now, when it's an odd number, it's going to be the sum of the number at the index, which is the current index, integer divided by 2 plus integer divided by 2 plus 1 plus the number at that index. So yeah, we want to figure out the maximum integer in the array nums. Here's an example. It's a little bit wordy, but it makes sense. If you want to read it, pause the video, go ahead and read it. I'm not going to read it. Basically, let's just solve it. So the first thing it says here, of course, is if it's 0, it equals 0. If it's 1, it equals 1. All right, so we're just going to say if n is equal to 1, is equal to 0, excuse me, return 0. If n is equal to 1, return 1, because those would be obviously the maximum of those array. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to generate the array. Okay, so we're going to start. I'm just going to create the array, and we're going to just set it equal to 0 times, this needs parentheses, n plus 1. And then we can just do nums 0 equals 0, nums 1 equals 1. Excuse me. I guess you could just initialize the list of 0 and 1, and then in this loop append instead of set the indices equal, but this is just the way I'm going to do it. So now what we want to do is you're going to say for I in range, we're going to start at 2, right? Because we already have indices 0 and 1, all the way to n plus 1. If I is an even number, right? So we're here. So we're going to say if I modulo 2 equals 0, that's how you check whether or not a number is an even number in computer science. We're going to say nums I is equal to nums I integer divided by 2. Okay? And then if I is not an even number, it's an odd number. What we're going to do is we're going to say nums I is equal to nums, again, integer divided by 2, because nums I is just, this I here is just going to be the integer division, the integer quotient, I guess, integer division quotient of this number, plus nums I modulo 2 plus 1. Okay. So that makes sense, and then this new array is going to be generated according to all of these rules. That's perfect. We're just going to return the max of nums, and we should be good. Yeah, there you go. That's how you solve that problem. If you guys like that video, appreciate you liking and subscribing. We'll be back tomorrow for day 65. See ya.